So hello, welcome back. Welcome to another episode of Stranded Deep. It's day 54. And I've gotten quite a bit of exploring done since I saw you guys last. This is what our raft looks like now. I found quite a few tire bases. And the center section is made of barrel bases. But more importantly, I've got a lot of storage. So I can go from island to island and scrap stuff and store stuff and then bring it back to the second island I was at, the largest island, not the largest, but one of the larger islands that I've been to. I thought it'd make a good base because no snakes have been spawning here, and no giant hogs either. So the only aggressive creatures that I've really encountered here are large crabs, and they're easily dealt with. Now, of course, in the water, there's plenty of sharks, and I've killed a few. Now, if you leave them in this condition, you can leave them here indefinitely. They'll stay, and they won't rot, and you can harvest them whenever you want. But once you harvest them and you have raw meat, you only have a certain amount of time to cook it before it spoils. So, it's best if you just go ahead and kind of leave it like this. That's why I have like dead animals laying all over the place. Got a tanning rack here for turning rawhide into leather straps. I've got my usual shelter, water still, meat smoker. And then back here I have a plank station to make planks. Over here I have a fuel still that I can use to turn potatoes into fuel. So I got some potatoes in there. Now those are spoiled. Once you pick potatoes, they will spoil. But the thing is, you can still put those spoiled potatoes into the fuel still, and it will essentially turn them into vodka. And then you can store the vodka in fuel cans. Right now I've got a fuel can on the boat. And I've assembled a helicopter. It's on one of the other islands. Now, to keep the island straight, I created a little map, and I've got that offline, an offline map. There's no way to do an online map, unfortunately. There are a lot of methods that I've seen used, and I've tried playing around with them too. Essentially, you can use things like coconuts and rocks, and you can use like little pieces of clay and stuff like that to create kind of a 5x5 grid. In the console version of the game, the islands are in a grid. Not very realistic, but for the purposes of the game, it's still kind of enjoyable. But there's a 5x5 grid. There's 21 islands. Is that right? No, there's 21 islands, there's 3 boss areas, and then there's an aircraft carrier. The aircraft carrier has the plane on it that you're supposed to use to rescue yourself. That's one of the reasons you can make the fuel, is because you're going to eventually have to repair that aircraft using 3 parts that you get from the boss areas, and then you'll have to put some supplies and fuel on it as well. So I've got 2 plots here that I use for potatoes for fuel. Got this one that I'm using for yucca. That's right, it's a yucca plant. Sorry. Let me see. So what are we going to do today? I think. All right. Let me check my offline map. I'll figure out a way to show this to you. I'll create an online map at some point. An in-game map. Our starting island, and it doesn't always happen like this, our starting island seems to be, as near as I can tell, in the middle of this 5x5 grid. And we are on an island. This base island is just southwest of our starting island. So if we look up towards the northeast, we'll see our little starting island. Right there. So that's where we started at. That's where that raft is, the rescue raft. And we can confirm that because that's the direction that our little hut, the little shelter is facing. So yeah, that's the one we came to this island from. And let me see, our helicopter is at that island. And I think that's where I'll go now, just to show you what it looks like. And put fuel in it, and I might just fly it back here as well. Of course, if I do that, let me think about this. If I fly it back here, I'm going to have to figure out how to get my raft back. Oh, we'll figure it out. Nope. That's not going to work. We're stuck. See, there is a current. There is a current that pulls the boat a certain direction. You can actually use that to help tell your direction as well if you figure out early in the game what direction the current's going. Remember I told you the design? I got basically one sail going in each direction, so now we're going what is essentially backwards. So that's our starting island. That should be southeast, and I think that smaller one is the helicopter island. Now the other thing we can do I wanted to show you the helicopter to show you how it works. But we could also leave the helicopter there for now and eventually create a smaller raft that just has a couple of pieces on it, not our big raft, and then take the smaller island to that island, or smaller raft to that island. Or we could, if we use, there's part of me that's thinking, well, we could use the emergency raft, that inflatable, but like I said, sharks will knock that over. And I don't know how fun it would be to be knocked off my raft in the middle of a trip and have to kill the shark to stay alive. It's one thing to do it when you're near shore and you can hide around rocks. It's another thing to try to do it in the open ocean. Not my idea of a good time. Top left portion of the screen, you will see a recipe for the furnace. It's actually kind of a kiln used to make clay pots and bricks and stuff like that. that was what I was working on. I just needed to get some more clay. And then I decided, yeah, let's do another episode and see what I can show you. Clearly before the sun goes down, because the sun is setting. It's always kind of eerily quiet when the music stops. There you can see the carrier off in the distance. Kind of the same direction, right? But on this tip of the island, straight in front of us, is where the helicopter and my little hut are located. It's not really a hut, it's just that shelter. I don't know why I called it a hut. I've already taken care of all of the wrecks and scavenged everything I could on this island. We've got a bunch of trees we can get as well, and that may be something we do too, because we're going to need a lot of wood. So I'll go ahead and get wood and rocks, leave a few on the island, but take everything else I can get. And here we are. Anchor. So this is a helicopter. And you can actually move it around whatever direction you want. It's got a compass on it. And check this out. It's got a compass. And you can even use the compass while it's just sitting here. So that is east. The island that we came from, back that way. It's hard to see because it's getting kind of dark, but oh yeah, this is the island. I didn't find Wally here, but I ended up bringing here and I left him here. So what have I got in there? Nothing. Let's see, drink some water. Good. Three empty crates. So we've got some trees we can harvest on this island for wood. I'll wait until daytime to show you the helicopter. And I think, let me see if I can sleep. It's about 8 p.m. Save game. And sleep. Oh, cool. There we go. How long did we sleep? We must have been tired. Well, it's almost over 10 hours we slept. Get some more water there. Grab a snack. Yeah, lots of snacks. The smoked meat seems to never spoil, which is good. Tape, engine parts. I'll show you what we got. So we got tape. And it is really nice being able to label these containers. We've got a few that are unlabeled. I don't don't have anything in those yet. Rawhide, more engine parts, food. Oh, no, we got a visitor. Hold on, let me show you these. That one we need to label. That one's tools. See if we can sneak up behind him. It's kind of nice of him to at least hang out on the right spot next to his dead brothers. Let's see if there's a second one hiding somewhere. There sure is. Look at you. All right. So enough of those guys. We've had a snack. We've had a little bit of water. We'll have a little more. We'll save the game. Let's go find that fuel can. There it is, jerry can. Now, if you'll notice at the very bottom of that circle in the middle, 100% fuel it has. So it is full of fuel. And now we've got it in our hand. We walk up to our plane, hold the square button to refuel, and boom. Now, if we look at it, it has 0% fuel. So it takes one fuel can to completely fuel the gyrocopter. It took 5 potatoes to make 1 fuel can worth of fuel. Now, as far as how much time we get out of it, I'll show you here in a minute. Now, let's see if I remember how to do this. Okay, so R2 is to go higher. L2 is to go lower. All right, got it. So if we go up pretty high, get a good view of the island there. Look at our little thing there, our compass. Let's see, our base is towards the west. So that is that way. Our base is on that island. You can also see the wrecks pretty clearly from up here too. So our starting island is to the northwest. Okay, so that's our base. That's our starting island. Our fuel is full right now. So let's go this way. Let's go back to our starting island. And you can see the fuel level if we pointed at that too. Kind of shaky at the controls, aren't I? Alright. That looks like a good place to land. Alright, so that used about 1/4 of the fuel just to go to a neighboring island. You need some water, don't you? So this is the, remember the island we started on? We built a few things, but not a lot. So while we're here, let's see if there's any wood we can harvest and take back with us. See what our tools look like. It's 57% durability. Alright. Not you. Not you. You. But our harvesting has improved so much that it only takes 2 hits to harvest a tree. 1 hit to harvest a yucca tree, yucca plant. So the better you are at harvesting, the more efficient you harvest. The fewer strokes on the tool, and the longer your tools will last too. All kind of makes sense. I like to leave the palm trees if I can, just for the aesthetics of the little island look. I don't want to have a little bare island, right? I don't want an island that only has these kind of trees. So I try to leave the palm trees if I can and just harvest the other small trees, like these. That's about all we can get. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20 pieces of wood, 20 sticks. We'll pretty much take as much as we can carry, because I don't think I left any crates. Put in crates to carry. That, although, is a really efficient way to do it. If you can take some crates with you, because then you can just, a crate only takes up one of these inventory spots, and you can put 5 spots worth of things inside crates. All makes perfect sense. Alright, where's our little pile? I'll put those in our pile. And now we're full up there. Save our game again. We don't have any more wrecks to check out, so I think we'll just go ahead and head out. Do we need anything else from here? Only 3 rocks. Only 3 sticks. You know what? No, we don't need more. If we need more sticks while we're on this island, then we can get desperate and cut down a tree. One of those big palm trees. You know, there's a few there that are like really close together. We probably wouldn't miss one there. All right. It'll correct itself eventually. Once they dry out like this, no need to destroy them. We could if we wanted. We could go hacking at it with an axe or something like that. But the easier thing to do is just wait until it rains. When it rains, it'll fill back up. We can also use an empty flask to get some water and fill it back up. And then after it's got water in it, it will eventually revive itself. So, unlike most of the plants that I have that are beyond revivation. Okay, so now let's take our helicopter back to Hilo. Where's Hilo Island? Okay, we're on Starting Island. We're on the Starting Island. The Hilo is southeast of us. So we want to fly southeast. I'm pretty sure that's southeast. I need to cool down. Yeah, okay, let's go for a swim. When it hits 3 o'clock, the UV goes away. Whoa! Stay away!
That doesn't look good.
Dang it. Oh man, you got me with another one. Okay, well, this is what happens when you step on them. Now I'm poisoned. See my blisters? Now I'm poisoned. So what we'll do we even have an antidote on this island? I don't know if we do. Well, now we really have to get back. If we had some pee-pee, but I think we harvested it all. Alright. That's east. That's southeast. I think. Oh, we wanted to go east. Yep, that's right. Okay, so there's the big island. Got it. Should be able to see our raft if it's the right island. Yep, I see it. We can land this without crashing. Like that. Like a pro. Dude. Alright. We need some antidote.
Antidote would be very nice to have right now. I think... Is it with this food? Yeah. Yum yum. No more blisters. Alright. So now... And we'll just keep that on us. Alright, so we got wood. Let's store the wood. Stuff there. Alright. 5 loads of wood. You know what? I'll put it back there for when we need to make some more. Wow, the sun's going down already. Oh, we have had a lot of fun today. Alright, so we got 26 wood there. We can get some more. Harvest a few trees here, maybe? Dude, swing and a miss. Just leave those on the ground. Grab a piece of fruit. Check this out. Okay, this is Kura fruit. Both our thirst and hunger are at about 50% now, so we will eat some Kura fruit. Look at that. Food up 50%, water up 25%. So that is the benefit of fruit. The drawback is they do not respawn on these trees. You can grow them in a little plot, kind of like we're growing our yucca and our potatoes, but they do not respawn on the islands on the trees. At least they didn't used to, unless they've changed that in the game. Alright, it's getting dark. Any more trees we can grab real quick? Are you a tree we can... Nope, you are not a harvestable tree. Alright. Well, that's fine. We'll go with what we have. Mowata. Alright. I'll give you some more fiber. You need to be restocked? No, you are fine. We will take it with us. How are you on rocks? On this island, 10. We will leave you with 10. We'll leave you with 10 sticks. 3 empty crates. You know what? If we expand the raft further, we'll put more crates on it, but for right now, I think we'll stick with what we've got. I think 2 of the 3 stacks here, and then when we add on this piece with some more barrels, we'll add on another container shelf, and so we'll have 3 more containers there. And then I think our raft will pretty much be done. I think that's where we'll quit with the raft. So we got what we need. We are going back to our home base, which should be west of here, according to my map. If that okay, so that's south. That's probably south. So that island, if that island is south, that's southwest. That should be west. I wish you could see better. It's fine. We'll sleep some more. It's a lot easier to see during the day. How is it? Okay, yeah. It is using all the leaves. Because I didn't empty that thing. But it used all of the leaves to make only, what, half the water in it? Not supposed to work like that. So we want to go towards the big island on the west side. Let's look at this again. Do we have a compass on the island? Let's just do it the easy way. I don't think I have a compass in my raft. All right, back to the hard way. Well, see, that looks like west, but that looks like a small island. I almost think that's west instead. And this shows you can't rely on the compass too much. Not that one at least. All right, let's go. Weigh anchor. I am thinking it's that big island. This direction. So like right out there. It is kind of cool how you can walk around your raft while it's going. What you do not want to do is you do not want to fall off of your raft. Great, I lost my bearings. No, I think I'm going there. I'm going there. Got a shark following us? Where you at, buddy? There you are. Hello, Mr. Shark. Haha. You gave up. Yeah, the steering will drift a bit, so you have to be aware when you're walking around on your raft. Watch it drift to the left here. So you can't really go asleep on your steering. So we'll take a bunch of these sticks back. It should still be early enough in the day that we'll be able to go out and get some clay, and then we should be able to make this furnace. We didn't have to have the sticks. The wood's just something that we're going to need in the future. So I figured I'd grab some while I was showing you around those helicopter islands and the starting island and Hilo Island, as I call it. Alright, let's get around this point and then we'll head towards the beach. We'll beach right there. At least that's the plan. Like that. And look, we've got potatoes. Let's pick our potatoes. Harvest our yucca. Still got plenty of water. Put our potatoes in our container. When we get another 5, we'll make some more fuel. If I have any, let me check and see if I have any on the boat. I can't remember if I do or not. I'm pretty sure I do not. Yeah, I'm checking everywhere because I'm really bad about putting stuff in the wrong place and then sorting it out later. Alright, so no more potatoes on our person, on our boat, or any of the containers, so. Alright, we do have some sticks, so we can replenish this. And it looks like, oh, we got a little buddy. Hey, Mr. Crab. Is your brother around? No. I thought 2 of you spawned in. Just 1, eh? No, that works fine too. Alright, let's unload some more of those sticks. We put them there. Cool. 42 only holds 50, so that'll work fine. Now, okay, we need to harvest some clay, but I seem to recall that thing's only a 5.7% durability. So we're not going to be able to harvest much. Now the parts for our... We have 4 pieces of clay already, so that actually may be enough. We're going to scrap the tool, essentially. I'm trying to remember where the clay was now. I want to start at a landmark I can recognize, so let's start at the boat and kind of work our way around the island. If we get lucky, it'll be right here, but... Yeah, there's some. Those, by the way, you want to avoid those as well. They will poison you. Piece of clay. Piece of clay. Piece of clay. After you've harvested some of these, you'll begin to notice a pattern as far as when the pieces drop off and where. And so then you know where to look to find your piece of clay. Otherwise, you do a lot of hunting around like this going, all right, oh, there you are. Is that all? Did we get 6? Yeah, we got 6. How's our tool look? 1.7%. Okay, so you can see the tool does deteriorate quite a bit on use. But we got what we need. We got 6 pieces of clay. And we should already have our 3 sticks. And so we need to figure out, I think, where's the best place to put this in relationship to everything else. We've got our fuel still. Plank station. So I like this location. I think it might be a little bit better. Over here. Up on this, if we put it on the hill, then the young palm trees aren't going to respawn, or they're going to be tough to get to when they respawn. So I almost like it. All right, over there. I almost like it right here, kind of in that area. Let's look at this again. Okay, so we want the furnace facing the right way.
Oh, I see now. Okay. The fire, we want the fire to be facing our camp, because that's kind of technically the front of it. So we will put that there. The fire burns constantly, does not require wood. So you can actually use the furnace as an alternative light source for your camp as well. You'll see when it becomes nighttime. Now we want to build a brick station next to it, because we want to be able to make bricks. The brick station is right there. And we need 3 bricks, which we have, or 3 clay pieces, which we have, and we need 3, looks like 3 planks. I believe we are out of planks there, so if only we had a way to make planks. We don't have any laying around, do we? Nope. So we will bring logs to the plank station and then make planks from the log, or planks from the logs. Have to cut down a tree. We won't miss you. We'll cut you down. Meanwhile, or while we're at it, we'll just cut you down too. Alright, so watch what happens. So it just kind of pops right out of the wood, or right out of the rocks. Now it used to be, if you wanted to save, every time we hit this tree with the axe, it uses up a little bit of its life. It used to be that you could just drag this next to your plank station before you even separated it. Let's see if this still works. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Can I make a plank? How do I make planks again? There's planks. Yeah, they fixed that, I guess. So, the whole idea that I just had, you can't do it anymore. So it was saying that it didn't recognize it. Planks, planks, planks. So we need a plank station and a log. And that's a single log. And see, now all of a sudden it shows the logs. So that's fine. There's a plank. There's a plank. Oh, you haven't been separated yet. There's a plank. 3 planks. So for our brick station, which is going over here, we can set that right there. You want the aesthetics to be right, right? That works. So now we have a brick station. And now what we can do is we'll put a pile of clay like next to it. And that'll allow us to make bricks. To make bricks, we need 2 pieces of clay for each brick. And the bricks are used to make foundations for houses and floors, and you can even use bricks to make boat foundations for your raft, which is the silliest thing. Making a raft out of rock. Yeah. Alright, so since it's nighttime, you can kind of see what I was talking about as far as having a little bit of light on the side. Instead of this, so it doesn't give off a lot of light, but it's still kind of a neat way to have light. Alright, we're coming up on just a few minutes left in this episode. We need some water. We need some food. I will keep exploring. I'll keep building up my raft. I want to find some barrels, make this section, put some planks on it, put a container shelf and 3 more containers. Eventually, as I increase my skills, which right now it's not looking too bad, I've still got some to go on my hunting. Once I max out my hunting, then we'll take the opportunity to go check out some of the boss fights and see if we can do that without dying. We haven't died yet. I could have been doing a permadeath run. But with my luck, I would have died trying to fight one of the bosses, and I'm not quite confident enough in my playing to do permadeath. I think that would just frustrate me more than anything. To get all that work done and then die. Alright, so we got about a minute left. There's not a whole lot more to see on this island. This island where we made our base, it's snake free. These little boogers, they don't bother you. You can use them for food if you want. But yeah, we've got, it's not a huge island. We don't have a lot of trees, but we got what we need. It's another trunk when we need it. Palm bunch attached to it. The palm bunches, you can use those as fiber in the water still too, so we'll eventually do that. We got a little bit done on this episode. You got to see the helicopter. I'll try to figure out how to get it back to this island. And then I'll try to make a little map. Find a flat spot. Make my little 5x5 grid and show you what I've explored and what I haven't. So until next time, you guys have a good one, and I'll see you later.